All right, we are in Missouri. We're gonna see what the Show Me State has to show. Off on the right foot, same thing we did in Iowa. I like it. All right, good morning. It's opening day here in Missouri, and we's going turkey hunting, and that's exciting. Yesterday, I was walking around. It was probably about 5 o'clock in the evening. I found a bird that gobbled 4 times on his own. For some reason I'm not exactly sure of right now. Once he gobbled, I was like, all right, I know where he is. I'm going to see if I can find another one. So I went to a different area to try to roost one. I did not hear a gobble over there. So I'm back at where I heard the bird. I know he's here. I'm going to have to play a little bit of guesswork to figure out where he's going to be roosted. But I figure I should be able to hear him. And I would gather there's probably another bird in there too. So yeah, kind of excited about it. Got to my spot. Nobody beat me. That's good. So let's get in the woods. See if this old boy wants to talk. Got a bird going way out across this field. He's gobbling pretty good. I don't have a shot calling him across this baby. It's a good morning. We got good weather today. I'm just wondering if I bounce spots, if I'm going to be able to find a spot to park. I don't know how many people are out here. Here's some yelping. See if I can get a little closer to him. Still gobbling, and I think there's a guy calling over there. Hear it. Bird answering him. Let's see if I can relocate. Bird ripping it up though. As I'm slipping in, I've heard 2 birds gobble. I got one way off to my left that I know is on private and really far on a private. And one just gobbled straight out. Pretty good ways, but I think has potential to still be on public land. So I just don't want to bump anything between me and him.
2 deer came right up. Yards from me. That sucks. Pretty much just got in position to call that bird. He hadn't gobbled for a while because what was going on with those deer. And a guy comes walking through. I don't know where he came from, but nobody was parked here. Only access to this spot. I'm not sure. Got a couple hours before fly up. We're gonna head in, sit down in the woods, see if we can't put these guys to bed.
All right, good morning. It's our second day in Missouri. We're going to try to slip under a bird. I don't know exactly where he is. I was in here yesterday. May have had a little bit of hunter interference. And I don't know if I came in on him or not. He wasn't parked on the only parking area in this area. So I'm guessing he came in from private. I parked thinking no one was here. And I hear bird gobbling, and I start moving back, and the only thing I can think happened is I think he spooked that bird and then was heading out, because I wasn't that close to him yet, and some deer had bumped, and I'm guessing he was trying to make a move on that bird. So I really didn't play with him. Shouldn't have screwed it up too bad. Right at dark, I had a bird come across and step into the woods with me. Unfortunately, it wasn't exactly where I anticipated a turkey coming from, and when it came up, put its head over that little rise, about 25-30 yards away, and it popped me. So in the direction it ran, there are some good trees. It was getting pretty close to dark, so I'm assuming it's going to be in there. We are calling for 1 to 3 inches of snow today. We got a pretty decent system coming across the state. That's what Jacob was in yesterday in Nebraska, so we got to deal with that. Other than that, it's turkey season. Let's do it, baby.
scream. I can't. This is just nuts. I am so thankful for every opportunity. Missouri giant. That rope. These ain't too bad. I was originally set up back there, right underneath that crow roost. And he starts gobbling way back. I made a pin. Started working my way that way. When I get in here, I look up and there's a hen up in that tree, and she's shifting around. She's looking like she's getting ready to fly down. And I kind of got a tree between me and her, slipped around to the front of the tree. She couldn't see me from where she was. Then another hen starts yelping. She's up here. She was up in that limb. And there ended up being another one in that tree. So there were 3 total, which is what I saw in here yesterday. And he's way back there still, pretty good ways. And then he was definitely on the ground. Well, these birds are still up in the tree. And they're starting to tree yelp, and they didn't even act like they knew I was there. They're tree yelping a little bit. And he went quiet for an eternity. It might have been 2 minutes. He didn't gobble. It felt like a long time. And I'm like, I didn't want to call too much because he hadn't really answered it. And then it gobbles and he's right here. And then it's like, get ready. There's a little green stuff right there. He came walking up that strip, strutting. You could do this here. I'd like him a little bit closer. He's probably right around 40. And I yelped at him, and he took a step up, so he's pretty exposed. And I said, okay, that'll do it. And it did. My gun clicked again. Jesus. I'm done with this thing. It's just got to get me through the season because I can't get the gun I want. I tried. That is not a shell issue. I've had this issue with several different loads. I thought I resolved it. I guess I didn't shoot at enough turkeys last year to see it again, but oh man, thankfully all it did was make him perk his head up, but oh, that could have been so bad. I think I'd have cried. It does put a little dent in the primer. It's like it's just not going far enough forward. It's snowing. Figure I was going to be out in it anyway, so why not slow down a second and take this in. Oh. This traveling thing, it gets pretty fun sometimes, and for whatever reason things been lining up just right. I ain't complaining about it. I'm just gonna keep chugging. It's the only thing I know how to do.